Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Anime on the Rocks. I'm your host, as always, Sinister Sheep. Sinister Sheep.
He was gonna
More
say
like
Sinister
Shill.
He was gonna say his new name. It is Sinister Shill.
It's
Fuck
me.
This guy. Fuck this guy.
You know, rocking the anime merch. Got my Z on, and then I got my Faye Valentine. Fuck a hoodie right here.
Yo, my brother just finished Cowboy Bebop for the first time.
What do you think? Don't say some millennial shit like he hated it.
No, he loved it. He literally was
okay,
like...
beautiful.
He wished that, like, every episode was a story, but that's because he's like, so used to, like, everything making sense. But he also watches Burrito, so I don't understand him.
Right.
But at the same time, he was like, dude, that final episode, man, like, it makes me want more. I'm like, you don't want more. It's over. It's done.
It's over. It'll
He
always
actually
be
asked
over.
me. He actually asked me, would it have been better if they cut when he just goes bang instead of cutting when he falls?
Yeah, I could see that. So it's more up to interpretation or whatever. But I kind of like it where it pans up to the sky and that's just the end credits. Like I like that.
Yeah.
But regardless, introduce
I'm Peter.
yourself, you piece of
Peter.
shit.
I'm kind of cute. I'm rocking that ShopRite merch. You know,
you rock the same shirt every podcast.
Because I'm always doing this when I get out of work. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm too lazy to get changed.
Be better.
I'm too lazy to get changed. I'm too lazy.
Be an ally for once.
Yeah, okay.
I'm fucking white, dude.
An ally to who? An ally to who? The anime.
Happy
leads?
Martin Luther King Day, you dipshit.
Oh my god! Thank God Marquise is here. All right. So JJ, before we get onto the main topic, what have you been watching, reading? What have you been up to?
I've actually been watching more. I know I've actually been watching anime. Holy fucking shit! It's crazy. It's crazy.
What have you been
watching?
watching?
I finished. Sure. So what's currently airing? It's this little anime. Like not a lot of people were paying attention to it.
Yeah, pretty low key,
2013.
Right? Low key.
Yeah, it's called Attack on.
These nuts.
Hold on. Let me look it up. Click. Those
Attack
were
on
sound
Kings.
effects. Attack on Titty. Oh, Attack on Titan. Okay, yeah, that one. It's good. I like it.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. Certified. It's good.
It's a certified.
What do you think of the
classic.
opening? What do you think of the opening?
I fucking love the opening. It gets me so hyped.
Okay.
Bruh.
Isn't it?
It comes
quick,
back to my
spoilers for Attack on Titan real quick. Does it just spoil the entire fucking show?
Oh, it does. It spoils the entire show, and that's all we'll say about it. But it literally especially the ending song too. I don't like the ending song, but I like the visuals or whatever. I'm like, bruh, this just spoiled the whole fucking thing.
The ending song is a lot more up to an interpretation on how you want to feel about it. But straight up the opening. I'm watching my brother. I'm like, he's like, damn, this opening's sick. I'm like,
when you're a manga only reader.
When this song is called The Rumbling, and then you ask yourself, man, is the rumbling gonna happen this season? I gotta be careful because I can't hear around me. So if my brother does show up because he's working and he pops in out of nowhere, spoil it for him. But
the only thing I'll say,
we're done. Yeah, I'm done with it.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say is
we have a whole podcast about it.
We did, and then I lost.
You lost the footage for that?
I lost them.
We got to do another one now.
We have to do another
Heard
one.
it here,
Randall.
folks.
Yeah.
Me,
Ronald.
JJ, and Ronald will be here to talk about Attack on Titan, probably when it ends.
Yeah, I was thinking doing
adaptation.
just a whole retrospective. Yeah.
So
I'm still wondering which
4 months.
I'm still wondering how they're gonna
which
end it.
Which ending they're gonna do?
Yeah. But anyways, I don't want to spoil it for the peeps. But yeah, right now, it's it's just getting started really. So at least this season. So I'm not really, but I know what's about to happen next, and I think a lot of people
are going to be excited.
Be either excited or very confused, or a little bit of both.
I think. Well, I reread it because my girlfriend and me are watching.
I gotta reread it because I don't remember a lot of Like, I remember the events, but I don't remember the nitty gritty.
Yeah, that's
everything.
like why I wanted to I'm rereading where it ended off in the last episode. But
Right.
I've been watching it with my girlfriend. See the beginning of season 4 because she used to be a big fan of Attack on Titan, but just fell off of it because of work and stuff. So because she dates me, a degenerate weeb, she was like, "Let's watch Attack on Titan," and we've been watching it. And she was like, "Oh, we'll just watch one episode." And then it'll be like, one more.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe let's plan out this week. Okay, we're going to watch 2 episodes today, 3 episodes tomorrow, and then 5 more episodes this day. It's like, you're obsessed. You're crazy about this shit.
Yeah. I finally got Stephanie to get into an anime, and that was Attack on Titan, because we just ended on the episode where that Titan chomps down on Eren in the first season. And she was like,
yeah.
And I don't want to spoil anything for her, so she's like, did he just actually? And I was just like, yeah. And she's like, what?
With me, I just tell my girl, I'm just like, I don't remember.
Well, yeah, but I want her to feel panic. Okay. But like, we did a trade-off where she's like, I want to watch Cheer, which is a good documentary, actually. It's about cheerleading or whatever, but it's actually really fucking good from like a production standpoint and stuff like. And even, just a general, not ew, it's about cheerleaders, but no, like these are like the top cheer people in like the nation or whatever, and like some of the stunts they pull are absolutely insane. But regardless, so like I said, all right, I'll watch this with you if you watch Attack on Titan. She's like, okay, and now she's like, let's fucking go. This is hype as shit, and then she falls asleep. She just falls. I mean, she has a long commute, so I don't blame her. But we forgot something important on Anime on the Rocks. Peter, do you know what it is?
The drinks we're drinking.
The drinks we're drinking. I see we have a drink, but in different format. I got my.
Oh, we both got the Blue Moon. I also got the seasonal Sam Adams.
Oh, is that the winter?
The Cold Snap Winter White Ale. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's good. And then I go.
And I'm actually gonna go a little different. I got a warm alcoholic beverage here.
What?
Hot chocolate and Baileys.
God damn, that's a good combination. I love Baileys, bro. I should have gotten Baileys. God damn it.
Hot chocolate, Baileys, and banana milk.
Ooh, we're getting fancy on this show. Do we increase the budget?
We increased my budget. I got a new job, so.
Wait, you did?
Yeah, I'm officially. I can't say it because I don't need them to.
Well, we'll talk about it after the show. But
yeah,
congrats.
Thank you.
All right. But anyways, yeah, Attack on Titan. So I'm very interested to see what the reactions are going to be after. I think what's about to happen next episode is significant. I think I know where it's going to leave off.
I think I know where it's going to end too. Like where, like I have a good feeling it's going to end like right there, like right.
Yeah. Do we know the episode count? Because
it should be
part 1 was 14.
Amount. Yeah, it should probably be around the same amount, 14, 15 episodes.
Yeah, they're close. Like, I'm trying to think.
Because I was looking at the chapter.
I think you could wrap up everything in 14.
Well, it's about.
I'm trying to remember
10,
how far.
It's only 10 chapters till the end of the manga, where it is at this point.
All right.
Because remember, each chapter's like 50 plus pages.
That's right. Yeah.
You got to remember, like they're practically 3 chapters in one.
I keep thinking in like Shonen Jump, where 20, like it's like 24 pages, but like in an anime they just combine 2 chapters into one episode most of the time. But yeah, so Attack on Titan, obviously, I finally got around to. I just started watching it, the King one with the little kid with the.
Same. Yo, actually, straight up,
it's really good.
I've been watching it. It made me cry that second episode, bro. That second episode where the Shadow Clan guy was like, "I'm gonna be in your corner," and then Boji just starts bawling. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be good. That's why it was so difficult to do some of what we're gonna talk about after we do this little beginning, but because of what I've been watching as well.
Yeah, because I really want people to watch the stuff, so I don't want to go into too much spoiling, I guess. But
yeah, I mean, Ranking of Kings is really good. How far are you into it?
I think because it was recently on Crunchyroll. I think I only made it up to episode 4 or 5, maybe.
I'm only on 2. I'm only on 2.
Yeah.
Bro, like straight up though, like dead ass. It's in the first episode, or in the first 2 episodes. So like,
yeah, anything in the first episode is like,
like, dude, Boji just like being a baller and like dodging each attack, and then his master being like, "That's ungrateful, bitch. You do whatever you can to survive a fight, motherfucker." I was so tight. I've never been so pissed at a show where I'm like, the fuck, man? Like, that's so fair. What are you talking about? It's unfair. I was really tight, but whatever.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of right now I'm reading Blade of the Immortal, which is slowly becoming my favorite samurai manga. Where like basically the whole plot of it is this chick, her dad was part of like traditional samurai fighting or whatever, where it's a little bit more showy than anything else, and they find it disgraceful if you like wield 2 swords in each hand, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you dual wield or whatever, like, that's disgraceful. So then this clan just basically kills him and like takes over all of Japan and starts teaching them in the ungrateful ways, or the it's like they see that way of fighting as ruthless or whatever. So then the girl is trying to get revenge for her father, so she hires this immortal bodyguard to like help her out as well. It's really fun. Like the art is spectacular. It's really good. But yeah, that's what it kind of reminded me of. With how like samurai teachers and a lot of samurai manga is just like, he's fighting so ungratefully kind of thing. Like, not like, especially Lone Wolf and Cub 2. That's another great samurai one where like he carries like his kid in a cradle, and then the handles within the cradle are like fucking spears. So he pulls them out and like it's if you haven't read Lone Wolf and Cub, it's a good read, but like you have to kind of be into the historical significance of it, kind of, because like every page is like a breakdown of like the weapon he's using in excruciating detail, how it was made, how the Japanese people made. Like, you're going to be reading paragraphs about this shit, or you can skip through it and just go to the story, whatever. Anyways, this isn't manga on the rocks, it's anime on the rocks.
Yeah,
Jack.
you freaking loser.
Focus. What else have I been watching? I started finally watching. I'm reading the light novel. Hold on, I have it right here. Tanya of the Evil. Fucking, so cool. It's like a mixture of like World War I stuff with like magic.
I've watched the manga. I watched the anime, dude. It's awesome.
Yeah. No, I just started watching it because I'll get into it later, but I'm going on a light novel journey.
Yeah, I saw that picture in the Discord, dude.
In fact, I might as well just talk about it now. So my upcoming video is why you shouldn't be afraid to start light novels. And so I'm reading right now. I finished Kizumo Monogatari, which is technically the first chronologically in the Monogatari series. The movies are sick. Those are fucking awesome. I'm also reading... I'm also reading Baka Monogatari Part 1, and then I finished the first volume of 86, and those are all virtual. The physicals that I'm going to be collecting are the... I don't know how to pronounce this, but this bitch... Haru... The chick who's basically God. And then I'm almost done with the first volume of Tanya of the Evil. And then I just started before the podcast Vampire Hunter D. And yes, I read multiple books at the same time. Yes, I am an insane person. Which is all very good. And I'm going to make a video on why you shouldn't be afraid of reading light novels. But yeah, like that's basically what I've been doing. I've been trying to catch up to One Punch Man. Like, that's the manga recommendation, I guess, of the week. I've been slowly trying to catch up with One Punch Man, and it's fucking great. The art is so fucking good. Not the webcomic, but the actual manga. Have you been reading any manga or anything?
No, nothing new. Actually, that's a lie. Let me check. Let me double check. I've been reading something. I've been reading something. Let me pull it up.
I don't know if this is a hot take. I think I definitely prefer One Punch Man over My Hero Academia as like a superhero series.
One Man over it?
Yeah, because like My Hero, to no fault of its own, kind of succumbs to like what it was trying to kind of parody at first, whereas One Punch Man is a complete satire of everything, and it still keeps up that momentum. It somehow makes it really interesting to see a dude who can just one shot everyone, but yet it's still incredibly interesting, especially the villain. I've only read the title, but Garo, Garo, I think it is. He's super fascinating and stuff, and it's just overall better of a deconstruction of the genre, whereas like My Hero kind of slowly succumbs to it.
Well, I don't think My Hero was ever supposed to be a deconstruction of superhero genre. It was just supposed to be more of like, it's more of a not even a deconstruction of shonen, but more of like, because that's more like a JoJo's or like a Hunter x Hunter. It's just more a more modern and mature version of shonen, I feel, because it's not just like I'm gonna be Hokage.
It was that
like
yeah.
it kind of plays around with it.
Where it is now, I like more than where it started, I will say.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I just prefer One Punch Man overall.
See, the gimmick of One Punch Man for me got stale. Like, I am so sick and tired of the idea that Saitama's going to come at the end like Goku, because I'm so used to the idea of like the hero is going to come at the end, and even where it's at right now in One Punch Man. Like where I'm reading it.
It's kind of about like it slowly doesn't even become about Saitama anymore.
Yeah,
it's
about all the other characters,
the side characters. But I really like the other characters, like the Garo guy I just mentioned. Like he's like one of my favorite antagonists at this point now, because he's just the way his character builds and stuff like that is just
a ball of
awesome
rage
and stuff like that. And like Demon Cyborg, I think, was the name given to him or whatever, the cyborg guy that is the apprentice to yeah like he's really cool. Like all the side characters slowly start growing. Saitama, he stays in the same place, but like I don't know, I like it.
Yeah,
I like
it's good. It's good. I just feel like they're like kind of different, like they're two different things in the
and I think I prefer the type of storytelling with One Punch Man over what My Hero is kind of doing right now, because it's kind of leading into more like slowly it's becoming more of a generic shonen kind of thing, and like One Punch Man just kind of really isn't that. But I don't know, it could just be different stuff. Like you like more of the My Hero kind of stuff, I like more of the One Punch Man stuff.
I think the season 2 just kind of ruined all hype for me about One Punch Man.
Well, season 2 was a complete disaster. You gotta read the manga. The manga's
I've read I've caught up with the manga, but it's just still like as I was reading it, I was like, damn, this shit is hype as fuck, and like I like it because there's like real consequence. It's like awesome, and then like I'm reading My Hero and I'm just like, it just changes like it does such a good job at making me actually give a shit after not caring for so long.
I feel like after season 2, I think 3 and 4 were kind of duds. 5 was really good, especially, well, maybe not so much in the beginning, but toward the end it was really good. And then the next season people are gonna really like, I think.
Oh my god, like Liberation War is gonna be insane, dude. People are gonna go crazy about it.
Yep. But am I watching any other anime? I think I already mentioned I watched the Kiza Monogatari 3-part movies. Those are fucking crazy. Like the Monogatari movies are fucking insane, but they're also really good. Just Monogatari in general is just like, they're even written kind of just not generic, but like with subtlety or whatever. And that just every Monogatari anime series, they just like amp up the shit. Like Studio Shaft just makes it artsy and weird. Yeah. Like that the book wasn't really even, but they were just like, we're gonna take this simple concept and make it super fucking artsy and shit. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Cool.
Alright, so do you want to get into the main meat and potatoes?
Sure. Why not? Get into it.
Alright, so we are voting on the Crunchyroll Awards, and we're gonna have Peter go first. and basically go over which categories we voted for.
We have the Crunchyroll Awards. They just came up recently. I saw Siku's video about it. Pretty good. Go check it out. I recommend it. He's a very good guy for the show. So yeah, I already did it. You can see that I've done all of mine. So we're gonna go through mine first, and then we'll get through JJ. So let's start actually from the bottom to anime of the year. I think.
Whoa, changing it up a bit. Wow.
So best film, because I've only seen this film. Demon Slayer Mugen Train movie is amazing. It was well animated. So well, it's just so good.
It was the number one anime movie in Japan, right?
Yeah, it beat a bunch of. It's the most profitable anime movie of all time in Japan.
All time, yeah. No, and the animation is just fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's insane, especially the fight scenes, which we'll get into some of my choices for best action scenes when we get there. But Ava, I can't say that I've watched it. I've heard Bella has been on my ad shit on Twitter like every day, so I might check it out. These other three I haven't seen, but if Bones
you have to
watch
the others, right? You have to watch the series, right? You know.
Oh,
that,
for
right?
Ava?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna start with the third movie and then call it a day.
You're so fucking stupid. You're so fucking dumb. I hate.
All right.
I hate all of you.
So here's some stuff that I've actually partaken in. So I voted for best fantasy. I voted To Your Eternity.
Okay.
This was kind of difficult because I think Mushoku Tensei season 1 was great, but it's just the beginning, right? I think with season 2, it's better. The second core, I should say, it's better. That time I got reincarnated as slime. See, I feel like this is going to win, and I know it's going to win.
Yeah,
because everybody loves it, and honestly, I respect it because I've only heard good things about That Time I Got Reincarnated in Slime season 2.
I have too. I'm just not an isekai guy. Like, it's just not.
You gotta watch good isekai, bro. I'm telling you.
I tried
this is
ReZero.
good and this is good.
I like stopped halfway through. I'm like, I don't know. It's just not my thing.
You could see my cursor. Okay, good.
Yeah, of course.
So
of course I can see your cursor, baby.
Oh, because the problem is you can't fucking. Yeah, with the ranking of kings, like we were just saying, we're just starting it, and if I finished ranking of kings, it might be a contender, but I was like, whatever. Case study of Venetis or whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit. And One Direct Priority dropped the ball too heavy that I don't care.
Dropped it so bad.
But To Your Eternity, as much as the manga reader in me is probably clouding my judgment here, it's such a cool story and has amazing characters, and the idea of like what does it mean to die and leaving a legacy behind and all this other existential bullshit makes this like my top pick because it goes beyond the idea of a fantasy genre. It uses the fantasy genre to tell you something about one of life's biggest questions: is what the fuck happens when you die, and how does it affect people? And it's great. And I think with Fushi, it tells such a great story about it. So that's my pick for best fantasy. Next up is best romance.
Oh Jesus!
And this one was hard for me, very very hard. I completely took Beastars and Duke of Death because the manga is better, and I heard season 2 sucks.
For this season, I don't think it sucks because, like, what happens? Like, if you follow the manga, then it's fine. But, like, I didn't really see this season of Beastars as a romance because, like, the Haru and Legoshi relationship is bare. Like, the first season, there was definitely, like, some tension, and then, like, it starts with the tension in the beginning, and then, like, it does its own thing kind of thing, which I get it because it's mostly a setup season, kind of like Attack on Titan season 2 is mostly a setup season to season 3. But like, I mean, I could see why people didn't really jive with season 2, but they'll probably make season 3, so who cares?
Yeah, absolutely. It's popular. They're gonna do it. I didn't go with Horimiya, which is like a very good romance manga.
Whoa, they totally missed a romance one. Girlfriend isn't on here. What the fuck?
Shut your fucking mouth. Absolutely stop talking. I didn't do Horimiya because Horimiya, while I like the manga, I don't think it should have been a rushed 13-episode series because they end the show. Like, they can't be a second season, third season. And what the manga does well, and even the webtoon, is that they flesh out some of the side characters and some of the main characters more to where the ending is a lot more satisfying. Whereas in this, because they don't give enough character development, the ending feels kind of just rushed. And that's just me. I don't know how other people feel. I feel like because a lot of the manga readers liked this and the manga, I think I might be a minority in this. But I do think it could have done better with like either 25 episodes or another season. I
think we all know who's probably going to win Best Romance, though, is Komi-san can't communicate.
So you're going to see why I didn't... You're going to see later on why I didn't choose Komi-san.
Yeah, and I know exactly the reason why, too. Yeah.
And then Don't Toy With Me... So it came down to Fruits Basket and Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. Because I know where it is. You don't like dark skin
representation. I get it, yeah.
No, yeah, I hate lollies, obviously. No, I think with Nagatoro, it's just where it is right now isn't a romance anime. Mm-hmm. That's the problem with a lot of like these three.
Because they start off as like comedies, and then it's only towards
they start off
the
as
middle
comedies,
and then it gets into the romance.
Even then, Nagatoro, the romance is just starting with the last couple episodes. And with Fruits Basket, it's more so the drama that keeps you invested rather than the romance. But I chose it because my best drama is Odd Taxi. This was it was difficult because I think Fruits Basket has really good drama, more so than the romance. But Odd Taxi keeps you hooked every episode, and everything in every episode matters. That's what I like about it.
Like,
you're gonna see. Wait, what's up?
Sorry, no, go ahead.
You're gonna see throughout some of my choices, which you might even see with JJ's, because we are probably have the exact same. In terms of when this comes up, we might have the same answers. So I'm gonna wait to really go on with Odd Taxi because you're gonna see it come through in more and more of the.
You're gonna see it a lot.
Yeah. Wonder Egg Priority once again drops the freaking ball, man. It ruins the drama with the last 3 episodes.
So close, and then it just fucking blah.
Drops the ball. To Your Eternity is a good drama, but compared to like Fruits Basket and Odd Taxi, where it is right now is not at its height. That's the thing. It gets way better later on.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this one, and 86 I haven't seen.
86
I
is
heard
good.
86 is good, but it's like a crappier version of Attack on Titan. It's doing the same thing as Attack on Titan, but it's just like not as fun.
It's a more it's more low scale Attack on Titan, and 2, I like it and I like reading the visual novel, but it definitely seems like, hey, what if we just made Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, but make them spiders?
Yeah. So
because literally it's kind of the same concept, because in Iron-Blooded Orphans, like, they're all the like child soldiers minority on Mars. Like, it's literally the exact same kind of copy and paste thing, but I mean, there's new elements in 86, obviously. I'm just a Gundam boy. I mean, look at my hat. I mean, come on. But the light novel is a lot of fun. I like it, but it's not great or anything.
Yeah. But that's like why I made Fruits Basket best romance, because while I do like the drama, I was talking to my girlfriend about it because she loves Fruits Basket. She thinks Fruits Basket is more of a romance than a drama, and with Odd Taxi there as a competitor, I agree. The romance is very strong. You have to put it in the romance category.
Yeah.
Whereas the drama needs to be Odd Taxi. So the next up is comedy, and this is why I didn't put Komi-san as a romance. Because I was telling JJ this is why he got into Komi-san, is because the comedy in this fucking show is so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so well written, so well animated that it sometimes make the comedic points in the manga feel inferior, and that's what I liked about it. I literally was laughing like the first 3 episodes every time, and then the show got more wholesome and sweet, and that's why it was very difficult for me to choose in this category, because once again, Don't Toy Me Nagatoro, it's not a comedy, it's not a romance yet, it's at least where it ends, it's like this wholesome shit that's leading up to the funny bits. Miss Kobayashi is just slice of life joy, bundle of joy. Odd Taxi has humor, but I don't think that's what it's the most prominent part of Odd Taxi.
Right. That's a
it's
good
there
point.
and it's good, but it's not the best part of it, which is why, especially compared to Komi-san, because Komi-san really tackles the comedy in the over exaggeration of the characters and how they act. I haven't seen Life Lessons with Oni-san, and Heaven's Design Team I also haven't seen, so I can't say. I only know a little bit about Life Lessons and how it's about a burned out child host actor person, but that's where I'm at with that. Komi-san just has really good execution of his comedy that really stands out to these. Like, it just does. It got you into it. You were even like, dude, the comedy's not fucking bad, dude. I was like,
because I'm not a huge fan of like anime humor, but like that one's actually pretty good.
Yeah, they do such a good job. It's really good. So next up is Best Action. So a lot of people might be like, "You didn't pick Attack on Titan. You're disgusting." So Mugen Train arc, I'm gonna discount, because the problem with the one thing I don't like about the Mugen Train arc is it's a rehash of the movie. Fucking hate that shit, especially since it's the most fucking biggest anime fucking revenue of all time. People have seen it. You don't need to rehash it, but I get it. It did a good job, and it had some good fight scenes. VV had some good fight scenes too, but it wasn't like, once again, that wasn't the point of the show. Especially at the end, where like it's mainly like this giant battle between the robots and the last remaining human. It's like, all right, you're losing me now. It's good, and I think Wit and the writer for ReZero did a really fucking good job with this anime, but it's not the best action show. Once again, Wonder Egg Priority has some good action scenes. Drop bag once again. Haven't seen.
I think it has. Honestly, Wonder Egg, what set it back for me is like, it had such like, out of all these, some like, I really like the action scenes are excellent, but overall,
big promise
it's not
fails at executing it.
Yeah.
SS.
Oh, that one was good. That one was good.
Haven't watched it. I've seen some clips from it, and it looks cool. I'm gonna probably watch it. It's a Trigger show. It's probably good. And isn't it a sequel to something? It's a sequel?
Yeah, it's a sequel to SS, not Triggerman, come on, Gridman. SS Gridman. Yeah. That was really good. This one is good, but not as good as Gridman.
Yeah. Attack on Titan final season. See, here's the thing. You want the best action? You'll see it in part 2.
Yeah, part 1 is very much set up. Like, it's got action scenes in it, sure. Like, the beginning opening sequence.
Yeah, the Battle of Leo or whatever. Libero.
But that's, like, the most, if memory serves correct, that's most, like, iconic and, like, intense one.
And then there's the fight between Levi and the Titans in the forest.
Yeah, that's true. But still, season 2 is just going to be jam-packed.
It's going to be better.
But you chose Jujutsu.
Yes. There are so many good fight scenes in the second part between the pseudo tournament arc, the battle with the demons, or the fuck are they called? The cursed spirits.
Right. I know what you mean.
Whether during the tournament, I'm gonna just call it tournament arc, even if it's not the tournament arc. During the tournament arc, and then during with Megumin and the demon in that pool, and the battle between fucking Itadori, Nora, and those two brothers, cursed spirits. It just does everything right. It does everything right that keeps an audience hooked to a shonen. It brought me back into shonen anime single-handedly. So I have to put it as my best action. So check that out.
It's got to be a tie between Attack on Titan and Jujutsu, I think, for the winner. Definitely.
Yeah. Best ending sequence.
I'll be honest. This one I didn't really remember much, so I
didn't really
think
care enough. So I just
whatever.
picked Attack on Titan here.
Yeah.
This next one.
Best
opening sequence.
Yeah, this one was hard.
Tough between, I think, 3, and we'll see which ones they are. Yeah,
you picked that one.
2.
That's interesting.
So I picked Crybaby because it does. Even the writer of the song said, "I wrote this because of the main character. He is a crybaby. He's a loser, but he's trying every time." And you feel that in the music in the song. I don't know what the fuck he's saying because I don't speak Japanese, but you just can feel it. I was so tempted to pick War. So tempted to pick My War because it's so good. They dropped the ball with the B-Star opening compared to the first season.
Nah, I mean, compared to the first one, yeah, but it's not a bad opening.
Yeah.
It's good.
I haven't liked the Jujutsu Kaisen openings.
I didn't like the second one.
I'm not a big fan of them at all.
Like even the first one?
Yeah, no, I haven't.
I think the first one's a bop. But
I think they're good. It's just it doesn't work for me, especially like.
I really like the Odd Taxi opening. That
credit.
one I had to struggle with a little bit.
I was very indifferent about it. I liked it. I didn't even consider it, to be honest. I was like, it's good, but like compared to these two, for me at least, it's like not even.
I think close. I was comparing. I think I was more thinking because I was doing this fast. I was more going with the songs than the actual opening sequence kind of thing. So I think that'll show.
Well, I was going with everything, like the visuals of the Tokyo.
I wasn't even
Avengers
thinking about
opening,
that, honestly.
The music, like it all just works.
Because the Crybaby Odd Taxi War and the Beastars one are on my. Yeah, I have an anime playlist on Spotify. Shut the fuck up. And like, so I've listened to these regularly, so it was really tough.
I also based it off my Osu playlist, and I played this a lot more than War, mainly because this one's easier than War, because I suck. And then this Kobayashi opening, very good, but haven't seen not compared to these two. Once again, like these two are such heavy hitters, and I'm glad they're both here. But for my they're pretty much equal, but I have to give it to Tokyo Members because like it has that one up. It just has that one up, bro. Right. And also, I think season 3 has best opening in Attack on Titan so far. I like these two recent. Yeah. The second part two, not the first part, but the slow one. But part 2, season 3 was just such a banger and really added hype. But yeah, next up is best VA performance English. Haven't watched any of these except for Laura Bailey as Toru, and that's why
I had to look up like
videos of the voice actors.
Yeah, so yeah, I just did that Laura real quick. It's just like I don't know this one.
I actually think Fruits Basket's English dub is really, really good. I clicked on it by accident. Shit. Yeah. Is really, really good, and I would recommend it. Both versions are good. I've listened to both the Japanese dub and the English dub. They're both good. I finished with the English dub because I liked it a little more. A, because I didn't have to read subtitles, and B, they just do a really good job. They do a really good job and handle the series well to keep you invested. My girlfriend watched the Japanese dub, and my friend watched the Japanese dub, but I think the English dub is way better. Way better.
Okay.
All right. I chose Orakawa.
Okay.
He's
got great delivery. I really like
that's what makes it enjoyable. It's one of those performances that's like Wes Anderson vibe, where he plays it straight. He plays the straight, like not straight man, but like he just plays it very forward, and I like that about his character. and how he does it. His line deliveries are great. The direction is great. I think we'll see when we get to it. But when it comes to Eren Yeager and Gabby Braun, I was like, they're both really good. They're really good. Gabby better than Eren, though, in terms of their voice deliveries. But I think Otakawa's delivery and everything that Natsuki Hane does is just better. It is just better because you get really invested in a character with his performance. I also thought I was very good.
I thought she was good too. Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, I think even though the show drops the ball, the voice acting is really good for all the characters, and she was definitely a consideration. These two I haven't seen. I mean, I've watched Lupin the Third before, but I haven't heard his voice for this specific episode, and I haven't seen So I'm a Spider, So What. I'm not that interested in that isekai. But yeah, Eren and Gabby, they're both great, but Otakawa just takes the cake, man. He just does. Next up is Best Score. So I chose Vivi because I literally just listen to that every day. Like, straight up. I listen to the soundtrack every day. When it comes to One Direct Priority and Demon Slayer, I don't think of their soundtracks, and I haven't seen these two. Odd Taxi as well. I don't really care for the soundtrack. I know it's good. Doesn't it like have jazz in it or something? I don't fucking know. But that's like little like.
Doesn't it have jazz or something? Oh boy.
I have a feeling you probably chose this as your best score.
Yeah, think.
But yeah, I mean, I like literally the show's about music, and they do a really good job at making some of like they have techno scenes, they have orchestral, they have jazz, they have pop. They just have a whole bunch of range of music done well for each of them. Are they all bangers? No. But the ones that stand out stand the fuck out and also are consequential to the plot of the story. So I went with Vivi as best score. Next up is best character design. Skate the Infinite. Literally every single character is identical. So I'll go with the ones why I didn't choose the others first. They're all animals. They're all look cool, but they're just animals. They're all distinct, and the idea behind the characters is cool. Now that I think about it, because the whole fucking animal thing, kind of forgot. But don't worry. But it's kind of, I was just like, they're animals. You know, we've seen it a bunch of times. I actually think the 3D from Orange Studio with Beastars is very good too, and they're very similar in that regard. But I didn't want to go with it because I was like, they're just animals. Some of their designs are great, especially like the cop and the rapping guy. But like the rest of them are all very, very, very bland. Yeah. Ranking of Kings once again just started it. I haven't really given it much thought. They literally all wear black outfits in Jujutsu.
Yeah. I mean, the drip is there, but I mean character design.
But like, if Jujutsu Kaisen wins this, I'm gonna be like, it's just the hype, bro. Vivi has some good character design, but I don't.
Well, it's gotta win because it's Jujutsu. That's like,
yeah.
That's the reason.
Vivi has some good character design too, especially with the main character Vivi. But I don't think anyone else is very outish. When I think of the show, I don't think of what they wear. But Skate the Infinite, I think about what and then One Direct Priority, like teenager, high schoolers. I don't fucking care. Skate the Infinite, just every single character has a different look, a different vibe, and the clothes they wear match their personality and explain their personality. Like two of the characters, one's like this Zen, like Zen dude wearing like a traditional kimono and like hair's tied up and all this shit. Looks like a samurai, whereas his rival and his best friend is like this rift surfer dude. He's got like no shirt on, but with a jacket kind of hanging off of him. Babes on two sides. These like orange pants with like nice belt, like two belt buckles and shit. Like, and the main villain, dude, who's played by none other than Dio himself, like just is intimidating in his matador outfit because he's just messing with his prey, and I love it. I think Skate the Infinite has the best character design out of all these. They just because the characters are all distinct. They're visually interesting to look at. It's one of the biggest draws to this show is how they look, why they look that way, and it's about expression through skating and the outfits you wear, and that's what's great. So, next up is Best Animation. Now, a lot of people might be saying, but Peter, you just said your table's Mugen Train is amazing. That's the movie, idiot. Fucking dumbass. Vivi has some good animation, but that's okay. Wonder Egg is okay. Moshoku Tensei. You don't agree with me on this, I know, but I think Kyoto everything.
I did a whoopsie because I did those vests with the Demon Slayers. So
I can't wait to see which one you chose now.
So
dumbass.
I think I noticed that on one of them. I was like, it's just one I could probably defend myself. And
I was explaining this to my. I was explaining why I chose Kobe-san to my girlfriend, and I pretty much said there was a lot of summer anime I wanted to watch, and then I started watching Miss Kobayashi, and I went back to some of the ones that I was watching, and I was like, these shows are like garbage. Kyoto Annie came out swinging, bro. They were like, who gives a shit about that fire 2 years ago? We are the best animation studio in the fucking business. And they proved it with Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, even with Violet Evergarden in the movie. They're back. Kyoto Ani is back, and they deserve this award straight up.
I think they might win it, honestly.
Yeah, it looks so visually good, dude. So good. I'd recommend watching it just for animation alone. It's probably the best of the summer season. Next up, Best Direction, obviously, is Odd Taxi. One Direct Priority. So, we already said One Direct Priority was jack shit, and it was because of the direction. And the direction goes not only with the casting and the acting and the visuals, but it also goes with the management side and getting things done. They rushed the hell out of this, and it ruined it. You could tell. They had 45 minutes to be half of it a recap. You know you're treating your workers like slaves when they don't have time to finish a show.
Yeah, right.
It's just he did a great job at the beginning, or she, but they really messed up and dropped the ball. Haven't seen these two. Attack on Titan, once again, I think he's gonna do wonders with the second half. First half is still engaging and thrilling. The acting is great. The choreography, the set design, everything this director does to make this season great. The part one is awesome. Jujutsu Kaisen is also good, but I don't really think of it as like.
I don't really think of direction when I think of.
Yeah,
Jujutsu.
I think of literally direction because there's a guy who's fucking driving a taxi. You gotta show him fucking direction.
Every episode is just him driving a fucking taxi, and it's the most interesting shit in the world. That's good direction.
The fact that like the act, if you make me interested in a mundane task, and then also just continually loop back to past and prior setups to end the ending cliffhanger, bro.
Like, you just gotta think about how the story is structured as well, and how brilliantly it's executed. Because some of the shit is out of order. But like it's engaging
every episode. It gets like it feels slow on a weekly like release, but when you get all the episodes and you can binge through it, it feels so tight.
I mean, obviously I picked Taxi, but like I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't watch Megalon Box, like because that's a really good show. I just didn't watch the second season.
That's me too. I haven't even finished the first season.
First season's really good.
Odd Taxi deserves this, hands down, bro. Hands fucking down. Best fight scene. I very much did not care enough for this one.
What is Burrito doing there? Get the fuck out!
Because this is the scene where Ninetales Fox dies. Spoilers. I just watched this with my girlfriend. This fight. This is not as engaging as people think it is compared to what we see.
I think the story setup to it is, but for like best fight scene for me, it's like it's the actual fight itself. At least that's how I see it, kind of thing. And the animation that coincides with it, and like, I mean, you'll see. But I agree with you.
I think this Kobayashi one is the best meme ever. I wanted to choose it for the memes. I really did. because it is fucking good. But when you think of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, you don't think of a fight scene. So I'm glad it's here, but it's not. I would have picked it if I wanted to be funny, but I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be serious.
I'm not in a funny mood right now. We are critics.
I'm not in a silly, goofy mood. VV, this was a really good fight scene, actually. Very good music here, very good choreography. They're the guys who fucking did the Levi versus Kenny squad, dude. Of course they're gonna have a good fight scene here, dude. Don't even front. So it really just came down to like these two for me. And I just think this one just set the stage for how awesome
it's more enjoyable is. I think.
Yeah, like the whole brother bond feeling you get between
best
the two.
Friend.
And like the way like he's teaching Itadori while they're fighting, and like they grow that bond, and then they just overpower Hanami, and it's like, brilliant. This is a good fight scene team, especially for Nobara, but I think this one comes out on top just a little bit more because of that brotherly bond. It just works. You know, you gotta love Jennifer Lawrence, bro. You gotta love her. So next up, best antagonist. So I chose Skate the Infinite's Adam. I already told you why. I think because like I said, it's fucking Dio, dude. And on top of that, like just a really cool antagonist.
Yeah, I think for my hero, as we go forward, right now it's at the beginning stage. Yeah, right now it's in the beginning stage. But once we get further, then I would agree with that.
Haven't watched ReZero, so I can't say.
Yeah,
Yano is good, but I wouldn't consider anyone a protagonist there or an antagonist.
Like a main antagonist. He was definitely an antagonist, but like, I mean, his quirk or his gimmick is really fun. But I mean, he wasn't even really that intimidating, honestly. But like his kind of mannerisms was what really made him a fun character.
Yeah.
With the Tokyo Revengers guy,
okay, he's okay. I wouldn't consider him the best antagonist. Someone Skate the Infinite, is 13 episodes, nothing to worry about here. And this was a good job, solid job. Is intimidating. It's Dio. What can I say? They had Zeke here. Maybe I'll change my mind, but he's not. They have Eren Yeager, which I'm gonna loop into actually the protagonist with this one. Something that I'm glad he's in the antagonist category more so than he is in the protagonist category. I chose Otakawa again here. I think Otakawa is infinitely more interesting than all these characters. Obviously, I haven't finished Boji and his story yet. Itadori, he's a good boy. What can you say?
Yeah, he's just a good boy.
Eren Yeager is not a protagonist.
Nah.
Eren Yeager is not a protagonist. And I would have chose him here, but I also don't think he's the antagonist. He's just a dick. He's just a dick. And he isn't at all the protagonist, like whatsoever. Because it's mostly like an Armin. Honestly, it's everybody. There's Armin and Mikasa's thing. There's Gabby and Falco. There's Reiner, Zeke, Levi. Like there's so many different. He's more of a side character in the first half of the final season. I think now he'll become more of a. In part 2, he'll become more of a. I mean, he is like a dominant, impactful character, and he will be. But I think they're trying to they're kind of harkening back to like the season 2 thing, where they're trying to develop the new characters, doing well at it, and adding this layer of nobody's good and nobody's bad anymore. It's literally, do you agree with their morals or not? And that's what makes Attack on Titan the final season such an interesting show. Yeah. Because you don't know who to root for anymore, and it's great. But Okawa, like I said when I talked about the voice actor as well, it kind of goes hand in hand here. Interesting line delivery is great. He has such a really cool and like interesting problem and issue with himself that is explored throughout each of the episodes and hinted at in each of the episodes, and is relieved pretty well at the end, I think. And
no, I mean his whole setup and execution from episode 1 to the last episode is just vastly more interesting than anyone else on this. Like I would combat with Anihado, but then the last episode kind of thing, because she's legitimately like a really, really good protagonist.
Oh yeah,
like
too.
I like
You're
her a
right.
lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, Odikawa, come on, man.
Her weird fucking thing with her teacher and like the idea of like bringing your friend back from the dead after saving all these other dead girls, really cool. But like,
it's just such wasted potential. It makes me upset.
So what's next? Here? Oh, best girl. Toru Honda. What more can I say?
Knew you were gonna pick that one, you fucking loser.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about that one. I didn't really have a best boy. I didn't really
have a best boy either.
I didn't really like any of these. Like, maybe Falco, if he was on here, I would have chose Falco. But, like, I wouldn't consider Odakawa best boy.
No.
It's so weird, right?
I don't want to fuck a walrus.
And the same thing with Boji. Like, he's just a little boy, little baby boy. Yeah.
I mean,
like, maybe Mikey and Draken, but, like, Horimiya Miyamoto is such a good character. I like him a lot.
You wanna suck his little pee-pee?
Dude, he has sex in like the 4th episode, and I was like, damn, boy, you haven't been with a single friend in your whole life, and you're already slaying puss, the hottest girl in your school. This is
damn.
bullshit.
Might as well call this shit School Days. You get what I'm saying?
All right, and then finally,
wow,
anime
what a shocker.
Of the year, Taxi.
I kind of want to see Sunny Boy now, because I saw it a couple times here.
For both Best Direction and Anime of the Year. You gotta check it out.
I'm surprised people are liking 86 a lot. Like, I wasn't expecting that to get a lot of traction, but
they do, you know. It's like I said, it's got what you were saying, the Iron Blooded Orphans Gundam, like, cool vibes, and then it's also
Mixer back, baby!
And it's got Attack on Titan vibe, bro. It's got that Attack on Titan vibe that people want. But Odd Taxi, for what I've said this entire time, they do such a good job at executing everything, presenting something to you, and making it fulfilling each and every time.
I said in the beginning, I was like, this is probably my anime of the year, and then, like, I remember we were combating, I'm like, yo, it might be on Wonder Egg, bro. Like, I really like Wonder Egg. And then
the ending.
That happened. Like, and then I stopped watching anime for a while. Wonder Egg broke my heart. Then I stopped watching anime and went to manga. Like, I've read a lot of manga this year or last year rather. Because, like, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take a break from anime.
Yeah, you were, like, just getting too hyped with this Wonder Egg shit, and it ruined you. But
it's your fault you hyped me up too much, you piece of shit.
It was good. Fuck you,
It was
dude.
so
it's
good.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault, bro.
No, it's not.
They dropped the ball. We all know Attack on Titan's going to win it this year and next year. We all know it. Yeah. But Odd Taxi is truly the best anime.
Let's not forget... What else is coming out next year? It's Chainsaw Man. That might change the game up.
Oh, that's this year. That's in the fall. Right?
Oh, yeah.
That comes out this fall, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you're right. That could be a contender, a good contender. But I think it's going to be more of like a season.
But I think it's more if everyone's like, oh, it ended. Well, depending on how people feel about the ending.
That's true.
Sway it. So I think, well, that's the safest bet. I think it all depends on how the internet reacts. I think that's what it really comes down to, and we will see how they react
to the fucking 3D models.
Because if we know anything about the internet, there's either it's great or it's bad, and also it's all about the ending. Fuck the journey.
I mean, it really is, dude. I always bring it up.
Nah, I'm a journey guy.
Code Geass, bro. The journey was awful. was not amazing, but goddamn that ending, bro.
I'm always the journey, because that's what you spend most of the time with, and then I mean, because manga has shitty endings left and right, but like,
yeah,
I'm like, but it was fun for the ride. Anyways,
there's not much more to say about Odd Taxi other than it's great, dude.
If
watch
you
it.
Us,
it's underrated as hell. Underrated as hell.
Very underrated. Giguk, I was like, Giguk, save this, please, and even the man.
And he didn't even do it. No, I think I didn't even think it did that well in terms of views.
No, but he tried.
Yeah, but yeah, those are mine. Like I said, I think me and JJ are gonna have very similar takes.
There's a couple differences for sure, but let me open up all my shit and then I'll share my screen.
Alright, I see it. Your best film. Who's fucking surprised, Ava? Oh my god, are we surprised by this, ladies and gentlemen?
Listen.
Sinister shill.
Hideaki, no, it's not a shill. It's because I love this series. I literally think that almost everything Ava, besides like the first 3 rebuilt movies, is like 10 out of 10 great. Like End of Ava is great. The original Neon Genesis, and then this one, while this one's more on a deep and personal level, and the fact that the only other thing I saw was in Demon Slayer or whatever, but like just like an ending of an artist's vision or whatever. Now he did like drag this movie out. Like I saw the whole documentary about him making this, and he really kind of dragged this out, but because you see the man cares about Ava so fucking much, and like you could criticize it all you want. If you don't like his style, that's fine. I'm personally a big fan of his style. You could tell like he doesn't want to not put out his best work. Like he is dedicated to put the best thing out that he possibly could. And we all knew Ava wasn't going to be a cathartic ending, but from what we got, it is great. Like Giguk's video, just check that out, and like it's pretty much my same thoughts. Like it's more emotionally tied for me because I've been following this series since I was a wee lad. Well, not a wee lad, but like since it came on Netflix. Well, no, actually, it was a little before. Anyways, I'm getting into semantics, but like it's really good. The animation is surprisingly really, really well done, and like I like the pacing. I like myself a slow burn, and this is definitely a slow burn up until the very end, and it really digs into Shinji's character, which I like a lot because he's still kind of a piece of shit at the end, but he gets that redemption. However, I will say the one part I do not like about this film is Gendo's redemption. Gendo to me is still a piece of shit. I don't like how they try to redeem him, but I get it because Hideaki Anno's father, he didn't really get that closure or whatever, so he's projecting that onto Gendo kind of thing. So I completely understand that. Anyways, I've gone on way too long. That's why I like it. There are flaws, but just as a ending to Ava, I like it a lot. Now, we might be getting other Ava movies, but from different completely people. Like Hideaki Anno is just stepping away for now, which I think is the right direction, because there's still... People can interpret Ava in any way they want, and this just lends to that. But as it ended, Hideaki Anno's version, like, this has gone on for like 20 years. It's finally done, so I can't not feel emotional about it. So that's my gay pick. Vote for best fantasy. A lot of these, I did see a lot of these. Really, it's only Wonder Egg and Ranking of Kings, and Wonder Egg dropped the bag for me, so Ranking of Kings.
You haven't seen Mashoka Tensei?
No.
I get you don't like...
I don't even know what it's about, to be honest.
I get you don't like Isekai, but it's the grandfather of Isekai, dude. You gotta check it out. With your light novel journey, it's one of the... It's the reason why there's a billion different Isekai, aside from Sword Art Online.
That's... Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll
give it a try. It's gonna be one of the best.
Ranking of Cakes, I could already tell. I'm already falling in love with it. I've actually picked a couple categories for this. But I mean, Wonder Egg dropped the bag. So
yeah,
I really like where
we beat that dead horse, bro.
Yeah,
Wonder Egg.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. All right, best romance. I picked Komi Can't Communicate.
Somebody who can do it for me. Somebody who could do it for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like Dark Lolicons. Beastars wasn't even a romance. Fruits Basket. I'm not quite there with Generacy yet. I am into light novels, so maybe I'll get into Fruits Basket, and then I'll be
It's not even a light novel. Eat my ass, bro.
Anyways, Communicate is great. I love the cute tension between the two. Like that first episode is just really
oh my god, that was so
awesome.
emotional, dude. I cried.
Yeah, it's very, very sweet.
Dude.
Yeah.
Such baby.
And yeah, this actually might convince me to read the manga after I've read the 13th plan to read on my anime list. After I'm done with those, maybe I'll read it.
Do it.
Which one is this one?
Best drama.
Oh, best drama. Obviously.
Oh boy.
I did not watch To Your Eternity.
Oh yeah, To Your Eternity is great. Gotta watch it.
Yeah,
though.
I have yet to watch it or read it, so that's why I can't. Obviously, I can't pick it. Fruits Basket, that should be obvious from my tone. 86 has got drama, but I feel like it's more of an action. I mean, it's drama and action, but like, I mean, Taxi, like the pure drama of just like the idols. Like, it made me care about idols. I don't really give a shit about idols, but like, it gave me give a shit about idols and their career and how hard it is in the industry and stuff like that. And just the multiple characters that you care about. Like, you can't not pick Taxi. It's so fucking good.
Yeah,
right,
straight up.
So we got, what is this?
Best comedy. Okay.
So I'm kind of glad, because I was like, Komi Can't Communicate is more of a romance for me. Like, I like the comedy all, but like Odd Taxi is like my kind of dry sense of humor, and it is very dry. Like the fact toward the very end, like we're all wondering, what the fuck? Like, does he have a body in there or something? And then the reveal at the end, I was just like, that's fucking great. That's a great setup and punchline. Like, that's fan-fucking-tastic. And the rest of these I didn't watch. You'll notice a common theme. Wonder Egg really fucked me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Odd Taxi, some really, really genuinely funny stuff. Like, even, like, the main not the main antagonist, but the rapping antagonist. Like, he's great. Like, every time he was on screen, this actually got a chuckle out of me, as well as Komi Can't Communicate, but again, that's more of a romance for me. But yeah, Odd Taxi. Then we have Best Action. Okay, let me defend myself. I thought this was the movie, not the television, so I guess if I had to repick, probably Jujutsu, I guess.
I mean, the anime, the action in the Mugen Train arc is still very, very good, and it's pretty much the same, just with a little bit less.
You know what? Just assume that I meant the movie. Okay, let's just go in La La Land. Okay.
But I think that's the other thing. Like, people are gonna choose this one because of the movie, like straight up.
By accident, yeah. Because I fucking did it. Because I didn't read Arc. I just read, oh yeah, I like the Mugen movie. Boop.
I mean, once again, it's still good. It's not terrible. Like this new arc right now, the Red District arc is really good.
No, that entertainment arc is great. I really like it so far.
Yeah, so you're still not wrong to choose it, bro. Honestly, you're still not wrong to choose it.
Yippee-ki-yay. Alright, best ending, I just chose whatever because I skipped the ending, so Beastars, I guess. Doesn't even matter. Attack on Titan's probably gonna win.
Yeah, it's a good ending. Thank God somebody did it
best,
for me.
Okay, yeah.
Somebody did it for me.
Like what I said, so the Beastars one is good, but like then I had to think, well, like the first opening was just way fucking better, and I thought via music and stuff, and I started working out, and this song is in my workout. So is Crybaby, okay? So I had a tough choice, but I had to go with Attack on Titan because just the visuals alone, also, now that I think about it, even though I was going purely on song, but if I think about the visuals and stuff like that, now in hindsight, like, it's so fun and entertaining. And we can't forget Attack on Loli, that awesome edit.
I fucking love that edit. It's not on YouTube anymore, and it makes me so mad. No? I can't find it. I can't find it anymore.
That actually gives me depression.
I think it's probably still on our Discord. I'll find it, bro.
Yeah.
I'll fucking find that shit. Don't you fucking worry, dude.
Literally the funniest shit. I used it in my anime toxic fandoms video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. I don't really think I need to explain it. It's just hype.
Yeah, it's good, dude. You hear it at the club, and banger instantly, bro. You're dancing.
So I was just morbidly curious one day, and I was already into Jujutsu Kaisen with the sub, and I was like, let me check out the dub or whatever. And like the first 5 minutes, I was like, no.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, I didn't spend time with the characters. Yeah. I didn't watch Skate, from what I did watch, the dub performances are pretty good.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of Fenya. That's all I gotta say. I watched the dub, a little bit of the dub for Wonder Egg, and I don't know any of these names or whatever. Because I'm really bad at sounding out names and shit. But she's legitimately good for that character. And yeah, I mean, again, I didn't really spend a lot of time with dubs this season, but out of the ones I saw, I thought that was the best. Now, this one, the Japanese, I chose Eren. And here is why. I was really, really torn between Odd Taxi and Wonder Egg. Wonder Egg, I decided I would eliminate that one. Otokawa is great with his delivery and stuff, but I had to kind of think outside of the box here for Eren Yeager, because you can tell
he's different. Because
right now I'm watching the sub with my girl or whatever, and season 1 Eren and final season Eren are two completely separate characters, and evolution of the character, and the voice actor has brought that to the table. There's a very distinct difference, and this is such I more see it as a legacy thing, where the voice of Eren is this voice, and I just want to give him props for it or whatever. And if he shows up again next year, I might have to vote for him again, because he's brought this character from the manga to the screen so fucking well that I feel like I almost owe it to him, and he's done a fantastic job. Otokawa, very, very close second, but I had to pick one, and I decided to go Eren Yeager.
Before you go on to your next one, I like that so far. The ones we've chosen that are opposites are pretty much that was my second, or that was
exactly.
I would have chose that if this wasn't there. It's I'm glad that is happening here, because that just means we have very similar tastes. We can respect our opinions, even if you think I like lollies. So, yeah.
And we suck each other's dick. So
yeah, so
it's all good.
Yeah, I like this so far. I like it a lot so far.
Okay, best score, Odd Taxi. The jazz, even the idol songs, they were catchy as hell. I really liked it. I didn't really pay attention to the music and Demon Slayer. Wonder Egg was a close second. I really like kind of it's a simulated world kind of thing. It's very different with its music and stuff. The rest of these, either I haven't seen, or 86, I barely even paid attention to the score, honestly. But Odd Taxi just nails it, especially during the action scenes and stuff like that. It's fantastic. I love it. Or even just quiet scenes where they're just sitting at the bar just talking. The music really boosts up the intrigue and stuff like that. Anytime there's an question and it's finally answered, the music coincides with that. It follows the dialogue very well. And I mean, jazz, baby. You like jazz? I like jazz.
I do like jazz.
For best character design, so I chose Odd Taxi because when the final reveal for Odd Taxi shows up, and it's the character design is so great in that, because it's that character would be a monkey. Yet I more thought of it that way kind of thing, how he perceived people as those animals, and then the final reveal, it's he would see him in that way, the doctor and the simp, whatever his name was, and how he himself is a walrus, which the way he perceived himself as that. Like, it was just very interesting. Just the final reveal really like put me. Honestly, it would have tied for. Wonder Egg has really good character design. I really like the character design in that. But like, and then Ranking of Kings I really like because it like reminds me of that old Dragon Ball type thing where you get the character and what he's about immediately on sight, and I'm already seeing that with Ranking of the Kings, which is great. But because the character design ties so closely to the story, I had to pick it, like, and I didn't see Skate, so
yeah.
A lot of these are like I didn't see, and again, Jujutsu Kaisen, they're all wearing the same shit. I mean, drip, but like at the same time. Best animation. Okay, again, I picked because I thought it was the movie.
But
I'm
you're
sorry.
still technically not wrong, so it's okay.
But if I had to, honestly, I would pick for animation Wonder Egg over Jujutsu, just because like those action scenes are really, really intense and really well done. So I would pick that, I guess, if like the movie yada yada yada. But like, I mean, Jujutsu still got great animation.
Yeah.
But you could definitely notice where the budget goes, like 100%. Whereas Wonder Egg, like, it's beautiful throughout. Like, that's the one thing you could give it. It's beautiful throughout. But obviously, I thought it was the movie, and the movie is great. So, what the fuck?
You hate.
Okay, I meant to pick A Taxi. All right.
You hate voted this one. You hate voted this one. This is the only vote they're gonna see for this director. Like straight up. This is the only vote. They're gonna be like some dickhead in.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? You don't get to. You still have to pay us, but you're no longer allowed on our services.
Yeah.
But
yours obviously
okay, well,
Taxi.
obviously, it's On Taxi. It's again, it's like what Giga says in literally every single YouTuber, but it's like Quentin Tarantino directed a anime, and it's like the reveal at the end, like the foreshadowing is like a little obvious, but like it's still done very well. And like, again, from what I said with Peter, because he picked this, like things are shown out of sequence, but like at the end of either the episode or whatever 2 episodes it was, like it still has a awesome flow where you're not like, wait, where was this character? Like they literally dead ass, like the 4th episode just spent the whole time talking about a gamer and how difficult it is to be a gamer.
To explain,
and I was
like
intrigued.
the little thing where Otakawa hits some kid on the street. That's it. And then this character is like one of the antagonists of the series.
Yeah, it's just to explain that small aspect of the story, but that event like spirals that character into insanity or whatever. So you almost needed a whole episode dedicated to that. And you feel bad for the character because the poor guy, you know, he accidentally bought a really expensive eraser.
Just wanted his dodo bird.
Sorry,
dude.
go ahead.
Just wanted his dodo bird, dude.
And I think one of the characters actually had it. I don't think they reveal who had it the entire time. I think it was the simp guy. He was like, check out this fucking eraser I have.
No, wasn't it? I don't fucking
remember. I don't remember, but like, still, it's like small details like that as well. Like the direction is just 10 out of 10. I'm sorry. Like you know what it is? I think I pressed the down key because I was pressing the down key or whatever, and it probably just landed on that. So
you're here, folks. JJ actually does like Wonder Egg Priority. He's a liar.
I do, except for that last fucking episode. Anyways, we picked the same. I mean, the choreography and the way they work together and stuff, like while they're climbing up that tree demon or whatever, the fight is just great. And like what you said with like him explaining to
Itadori, their names are right there, JJ.
I know. I'm sorry. Itadori, like how to use his power and stuff like that, and like the bromance and everything, like, and just the animation and hype overall of the fight. This one again was a close second, but overall, like I remember watching this and being in awe. This was the only scene really that I was in awe of out of all of these, so I had to pick it. Like I was just like, how the fuck did they do this?
But what about the Ninetales Fox dying?
I don't. Burrito isn't real. Again, so
yeah,
out of all these, Ed and Diego, I swear to God, I'm not an Attack on Titan simp. I swear to God. But again, it's kind of what I said about the voice actor or whatever. Like, the way this character develops throughout all the seasons, throughout the whole series, and like when future friends are about to come up, like, he's definitely more of an antagonist, and you'll see that, and you definitely see it through, because he has a kid basically, hey, deliver this mail for me, and little did that kid know that would be like, hey, by the way, let's fuck this whole place up. Like, that's fucked up.
No, I think it's great because because I'm rewatching it now, and it's like they all thought he got kidnapped.
Yeah.
And then it's just him being like, oh yeah, look at me, I'm declaring
like,
war
that's
on the
some
world.
super villain shit. Like,
And his friends are like, dude, are you fucking kidding me, bro?
yeah,
You did
exactly.
all this
They're
shit.
even like, that's so fun. Why are we following you, bro? What the fuck? Yeah, just out of all these, I mean, you know, the My Hero guy, he's still in his beginning stages of being a really good villain. And then the Tokyo Revengers, same thing with him. If you follow the manga, you'll see where it's going. So it had to be Eren Yeager. He's definitely not a protagonist. I chose Arakawa, just his journey, and like, I just love him as a protagonist because he's not on the good or bad side. He's like on his own, kind of what kind of benefits me the most, or what keeps my girlfriend safe.
It's like an individualistic thing. He's very like,
yeah,
I protect me and my clan. That's it.
And like, he's meeting other characters, and I'm not just interested in the other characters' dialogue. I'm interested to see Otakawa's reaction to those, and the advice he gives, and the way he talks. Like the social media kid, their interaction is great. Like, every single character within that taxi, not only are they interesting, but Otakawa matches that energy, and how he reacts to everything, and like, that's why I like him so much. And like how he tries to push that sheep lady away so much, but she just keeps coming back. Like,
dude, she's the real simp, bro.
Yeah, she is such a simp, but like, you know, when she was a human, she was a baddie. So, alright, we're gonna pretend I'm not a furry and go up. So I mean, best girl. I like her.
It's the only time I hate you, JJ. It's the only time I don't agree with your choice.
I like her because she literally like goes out of her. So like, if you don't get the whole concept of the show,
I would have
basically like
I would have accepted Komi-san from you, but this is what you chose.
This is
because
can I explain?
Go to fucking Best Boy, dude. I don't.
No, I'm gonna explain myself. God damn it. So the whole plot of the thing is like, so the 86 are like so the 86 are a group of people that are basically soldiers fighting in these people's war, the Republic's war, and the Republic don't count them as casualties because they see them not even as human beings. So like, the news is like, great news on the war, and 0 casualties, even though like 5 actual people lost their lives. And like, she actively tries to, you know, befriend them and talk to them and stuff like that. I won't spoil what happens next, but yeah, it was really a tie between Komi can't communicate.
Just that's
I do want to fuck her. Absolutely.
Right,
yeah. Okay.
That's
all right.
all
Yeah.
you need to say.
Komi's too pure. Komi's too pure, but she low-key a baddie.
Yo,
okay?
No bra in those yoga pants though. No bra in yoga pants like no, like, you know.
That's true. Can I change my vote?
Yo, bro, wait. Before you go on to your next one, I was talking to. I showed my girlfriend the peak thing in the Spanish dub where she's just like, "Buenos dias, porco," and like she like every time she brings up Peak now, she's like, "That slut, that whore." Because I was like, she's my best girl of season 4, and she's like, she's a fucking slut. I fucking hate her.
She's a fucking slut. Don't trust her. All right, best boy. Again, I was
Mikey. Let's go.
And literally, Tanjiro will do anything for fucking Mikey. So, best boy.
Yeah.
And anime. of the year. This might
Drum
actually
roll.
shock some of you. It's gonna shock. It's gonna yeah, it's Hot Taxi.
No way, dude. There's no shot. No way.
It's so underrated, and I feel like it's not gonna win because Attack on Titan or Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
Like fuck them. Like
I honestly
really,
would be
fuck
surprised,
them.
though. I really would be surprised if it won.
I would be shocked, literally shocked, because I remember they revealed this at the Anime Awards from last year, or maybe the year before.
Yeah.
That, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, nobody gave a shit about this thing. I didn't give a shit about this show. I was like,
I looked at it, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Maybe I'll watch it. And then like, YouTubers were constantly like, "No, please watch it, please."
no,
it
was just you, dickhead. It was just you, fucking dickhead. I watched the first episode on my own, and I was like, it's whatever. And you're like, keep fucking watching it.
Yeah, no.
I need to talk about it. So I just waited for it to finish, and then I binged it.
Oh, yeah. No, it's fantastic. It 100% deserves to win. But it's not going to, probably.
Yeah,
and that's
so...
the sad truth.
Mm-hmm.
How do I stop? Oh, okay.
How do I stop? How do I stop
I
myself?
need a tech aid. Where's my tech aid? Oh, wait, I am the tech aid.
So, yeah, we had very similar lists, but honestly, even the ones we didn't choose the same on, they were like either my second or your second, or you haven't watched it or haven't seen it, or so yeah, it's just both good lists, honestly, both good choices.
Yeah, I feel like, like even though I didn't want to choose Odd Taxi for everything, I was like, but I kind of want to, but like, no.
Yeah,
but,
I mean it's a good show, but like I said, like the comedy wasn't its strong suit for me, so I was like, Komi-san, but like it's still there and it's good.
I don't know. I think it's because you're a veteran of the shoujo shit, and I'm just like not really. So I'm like, oh, this is a romance, not a comedy kind of thing. Like that's
I just know more about it to be like, I know more about the shows to be like, yo, it's gonna come to be a romance eventually.
You have a bigger dick, so I mean,
that's true. Just ask my girl.
Yeah. Well,
but yeah, that was great. Thank you all for watching today's podcast or listening to today's podcast.
Make sure to subscribe for to Black Hudson. We will finally get into the swing of things after next week. We'll finally film the other podcast that is on this channel,
and maybe we'll do a live in-person podcast with me and JJ.
We gotta do it.
Yeah, as long as we're comfortable.
The fans want us in person.
Yeah, they keep screaming it at the top of the rooftops.
They want to see what other anime clothes I own in person. They want to see it,
and they want to.
And
see
who am I to deny them? Really,
and want to see my ShopRite sweater in person.
Yeah,
they want to see the drip in person. So yeah, please go ahead, like and subscribe to our channel, like this video,
and share.
Share, of course. Share with your friends, your brother, your sister, your
grandma.
Users.
And share it with your bully. Share it with the bully at school, and he may be like, "Hey, man,
I mean, you may pull my pants down, but at least I know you like manga." And they'll be like, "I love manga," and then they'd watch this and be like, "They call themselves Anime on the Rocks, but they won't shut the fuck up about manga."
Anime, yeah. I'm more in for the rocks. My dad beats me. Anyways.
Go ahead and you can check me out at Offline Studios. You can find JJ at Sinister Sheep, but of course you can find us both here at Black Hudson Productions. So, yeah. JJ, anything else you want to say?
That's it. Expect my reads of 2020. And expect the light novel video sometime next month. And then expect also next month, which I'm doing kind of a diary or vlog thing where I go through every single movie I've seen within a month and then just going through what I like to do. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, so that's about it. I always come back.
Honestly, you know what? One priority really does deserve anime of